Hey everyone, I wanted to come on today and talk to you guys about consistency with your business and why you always want to be watering your business, basically. Um, and this can be in any aspect of your business. You want to be consistent in your sales, consistent in team member building, even sharing the opportunity conversations, being consistent in following up with customers, being consistent with booking parties, really just any aspect of the business, you want to make sure that you're consistent in it. And I wanted to kind of give you a visualization so that it can kind of help you see why that consistency is going to matter. And I use the analogy of watering your business because watering is like water basically is the life, right? It is what gives every living thing life. And so with our businesses, it is either alive or it's dead or it's barely hanging on there, depending on how it is that we are doing things in our business. So I wanted to give the analogy with my plants that I have back here for you guys. Um, so I'm going to start with this simple little bamboo plant. And it's kind of a new bamboo plant. And bamboo plants are really cool because they pretty much thrive anywhere they're planted. They can go with longer periods of not being watered, but they thrive better when they're watered consistently and have a consistent amount of water to them all the time. This bamboo plant, I would say, is very similar to what you would see for a new consultant. When somebody joins, they have their launch party and their shoots, they're all excited, they have original customers coming, and things like that. And if they aren't following up with the customers or doing all of the trainings that they need to do, things are going to be missed or they're going to have areas of their business that aren't going to thrive. And that's kind of consistent with this little bamboo shoot right here. This bamboo shoot has died. So it won't grow back, it won't grow anything anymore because it wasn't either properly planted or taken care of and watered when it needed to be watered. But as you can see, other aspects of this bamboo plant has thrived and been taken care of properly. And this one, this little teeny tiny one that looks like it's possibly on the verge of dying, we've been watering it a little bit more consistently. So now it has new little growths coming out of it. And with each new party that the consultant does or each new customer, those are like brand new shoots that are come up. Or as they start talking about the joint opportunity, that'll be a new shoot that'll grow. And as long as they're doing all of those things consistently, just like this plant, it'll thrive and grow more and more. Similar to like this bamboo plant, right? This bamboo plant has been around. I would consider this more of a veteran consultant. It's been around for quite some time, watered consistently on a weekly basis. It has been very well taken care of. It has natural light, all the aspects it needs to be a thriving plant. How does this relate with a Scentsy business? As after you're out of your new consultant phase, as long as you're consistently working it every day and doing some simple small task. I like to tell my team 15 minutes a day, that will get your business growing and thriving properly. And that's 15 minutes at the very least. There's going to be days where you're going to need to work more than that and so on and so forth, but you need to be doing at least 15 minutes a day. And you need to be hitting all the different aspects of your business. You need to be following up, booking parties, finding new customers, sharing the opportunity, helping your team members if and when you get team members to make sure that they're thriving and being able to launch their businesses with success and everything like that. So this one has some dead parts in it too, right? Because little leads and things might not actually end up growing, but you never know. But then there's all these different growths and bigger growths, and these can all be relatable. All these different leaves and things can be relatable in so many different ways. It could be new customers, right? It could be all your hosts, it could be team members, it can be anything. And these up here could be stronger team members and stronger hosts and stuff like that. So the more you water it, if your business will start with this, but as you work it continuously, it can turn into this. Now let's say, but Kelly, I'm not really an everyday type of consultant. I kind of just want to do stuff during the busy season and here and there and see how things go. I have examples for you on those ones as well too. Um, this plant here. This plant here is very unique in the fact that this is my poinsettia plant from last Christmas, from Christmas of 2020. I bought this plant. It was big, it was beautiful, had all the different buds. But what happens normally with poinsettia plants is after the holiday season, they wither and die. No matter how many times you water it, they basically wither and die. What I found with this plant is I had stopped watering it after the holiday season, but I noticed come March that it was still thriving and it still had leaves on it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick off all the dead leaves and I'm going to throw some water in this and see what it does. And it was it got a little weak during Easter, right? More dead things kind of fell off and everything. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna try and continue and water this and keep an eye on it a little bit more. I'm not gonna water it on a weekly basis or a daily basis, but I'm just gonna check in on it every so often. And that's what I did. It was maybe like once a month, 2 times a month. I would check and see how the soil is and how the plants are doing. So during the summer, I was like, you know what? The holidays are coming. I think I need to start watering this one a little bit more and see if I can get it to come back to full life. And if I can, then I don't have to restart with a brand new poinsettia. I can have this already going for the holiday season. You guys connecting the two here? So that's what I did. I started watering it more consistently in the summer, and it was mostly like I did start doing it more like once a week, twice, or maybe even twice a month, depending on how dry the soil was. And now, today, the end of September, this is how my poinsettia plant is thriving. It's not that great looking, it's not beautiful or anything right now, but you can see the life in it. And the only thing that I did was I paid attention to it. Even though I forgot it after the holiday season, I was like, oh yeah, I have that poinsettia plant. I should go and water it. It's the same thing with your business. Even if you're more of a holiday sales type of person with your Scentsy business, you still need to go, oh yeah, it's been a couple months. I should probably check in on my Scentsy business and see how things are going. And you could do that with like every other month, check in on your Scentsy business, or once a quarter, check in on your Scentsy business. You need to check in on it because if you don't, it's literally going to die and you're going to have to start all over again during the holiday season. You need to be out there telling your customers about the products, even when it's the spring and summer time, the little bit slower time. The May through August time, it doesn't have to be slow times. You make it whatever it is. But traditionally, they're slower times than what it is in October, November, and December. So water it, check in on it, see how it's doing, check in with your customers, ask them if they need stuff, send them a virtual catalog so that they have it, so that they can see it, and then maybe order a couple things. Throw out the opportunity every so often and see how people are doing and if they would need help making an extra income, growing a team. That's where you're going to get all these different shoots and have thriving plants, a thriving business. Okay. So you can make it work kind of more as a hobbyist type of thing. That's where that poinsettia plant comes in. I mean, I'm just going to do it here and there type of thing. Now, let's say you are a consultant who wants to do it on a consistent basis, but and you are trying to do it on a consistent basis, but maybe your business just isn't thriving as good as you think it should be. I have an example of that in a plant as well too. This is my Euphoria Crown of Thorns plant. It looks kind of pathetic right now, but I do carve it. I've neglected it a little bit the past couple weeks because I've gotten busy and school started and things are just not going as I had planned. I just don't have quite as much time to focus in on this plan, but I really want to get it going and focusing in on it, right? Same with my business, right? This example is that type of example with your business. Things have gotten busy, you're very consistent, you make sure that it's taken care of year round and that it is also a year round business, just like this plant. This plant is a year round plant. It can grow flowers all year round as long as it's properly taken care of. Now, this plant, though, is still in the original pot that I got it in, and I have not allowed the roots to grow and be transplanted in other ways. So, part of the reason why this plant is not thriving as much, even though I am taking care of it, is because I haven't allowed it to expand. Okay. I haven't allowed it to spread its roots and grow a little bit more. And that can be the same with your Scentsy business, right? I need to transplant this plant into a bigger pot so that it can thrive better. Sometimes your Scentsy business needs to also be transplanted into a bigger pot so that it can thrive better. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to move, right? Don't take it that way. This pot is going to thrive in the house that it is currently in. I just need to change one little thing, and that is the pot that it's in. So with your business, how that relates is maybe you just need to change one little thing in your business to make it growing and increasing your paychecks or um, finding new customers and things like that. And ways to do that is to maybe step outside your comfort zone and share that opportunity so that you grow a team. Maybe you don't have a team right now. Maybe you're still in the original starter kit phase of your business and you've been in business for over a year or two or more. And you're like, I still get the same size paychecks. I don't understand why my paychecks aren't getting bigger. Maybe it's because you need to be sharing that opportunity and growing a team. If you want to have bigger paychecks, you need to grow that team. You need to step outside the comfort zone. Maybe you are not as many of your customers are using the product as quickly as you thought they would, so they're not buying as much. You need to find a new pot of customers to grow in. So you just need to find a new group of people or maybe try a different way of sharing your business. So like maybe you haven't ever done vendor events. Maybe try a vendor event and find people that way. Maybe offer fundraisers as a way and meet a whole new group of people doing fundraisers. Maybe you've only been doing home parties, but now the pandemic, you haven't been thriving as much because you can't do home parties. Look at doing virtual parties or vice versa. Maybe you've only done virtual parties. Maybe it's time to branch out and do basket parties, or if you can, do home parties. There's lots of different ways to do things. Maybe you just need to start a VIP page on social media and be in front of people regularly, consistently. Those are just simple ways to change the pot so that your business can grow. The foundation part needs to grow so that the part that's showing is thriving as well. I hope that makes sense to you guys. There's all these plants are Scentsy consultants. They all work the business in a different way. They all thrive in different ways. They've been around for some newer, some are older. It just kind of depends. I've had my bamboo plant over here, this one. This is probably going on 10 years that this one's been in the house. This one's been around for maybe a year or two, even though this was my newer, but that's the bamboo examples, you know. The poinsettia, it's only been around for 9 months in my house. Okay. The other one, I've had that for 2 years because I got that. No, 3 years because I got that as a birthday present from a friend. So, and think about that. This was a present, and this was a present. These were both plants that I got as presents from people, and I've been taking care of them and watering them. This one's going a little bit better, but I've had it a little bit longer, and it's a different type of plant, right? This can be the same way as team members and sharing that host exclusive and offering it for the zero out of pocket costs, right? That could be a gift to somebody. Offering the Scentsy opportunity could be a gift to somebody, and some of them are going to thrive. Some of them aren't going to thrive quite as much, but they're still going to be team members who are going to be around with you. And how you take care of your team members is how your business is also going to thrive. So being consistent is key. Watering your business. It is the bloodline for your business. So make sure that you are doing everything you can. And if you're watering it and it's still not growing properly, maybe you just need to change one element. Okay, maybe party packets, mail out party packets to people. Maybe samples. Maybe you need to get some new types of samples. Maybe if you've always been doing wax samples, maybe it's time to introduce the laundry care or the body care samples to people. Think outside the box. Know that your business can grow wherever it is planted. You just need to provide it with the water to grow. All right, you guys, have an amazing end of month. Have an amazing holiday season. I can't wait to see how your businesses thrive as you continue to consistently water it and do everything that you need to do to make it be a successful business. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to answer them. Have a great day.